You guys, so it's Keoshia and I'm back with another garden update. So I'm thinking that I'm going to do these updates probably once a month. So this is the update for May. So it's basically from the beginning of May to a couple of days before May has ended. I know it's a little long, but I did like give you an update on the garden like every couple of days or every day, just however I felt. And then some days I skipped a bunch of days and then came back. So if you guys are enjoying my little gardening journey, make sure you keep on watching. I am so excited to see what my garden does this summer and see how much fruit or vegetables that I can grow. So once again, if you enjoy these videos, please give them a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any more videos from me. And let's just get into what my garden did for the month of May. Good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. Monday, May the 2nd. I'm already ready to build another bed. Does that say it? I don't have enough room. Okay, I need more room in here. So I'm going to open it up. I can't do it with one hand, so I'll be right back. All right, you guys. So I think the last time I updated you guys was Saturday. It was either Friday or Saturday. I know I told you guys a tomato was growing. I never did look it up to see if my tomato tree was tall enough to grow tomatoes. But as you can see, that tomato is literally way bigger than it was the other day. Remember the other day, y'all couldn't even see the tomato. Now look at it. And I think that one next to it is going to turn into a tomato soon too. So we're just going to see how this is going to go. I'm not going to pick it off or anything like that. We're just going to see what it does. So my first Bella Rosa tomato has made an appearance. So yeah, this one doesn't seem to have any. It has flowers right there. Oh, you can't see because of the branch. So hopefully these will turn into tomatoes soon. Like I said, I don't know if it's too soon for tomatoes, so we'll see. Y'all let me know in the comments below. I haven't had time to do the research, so I'll probably do that soon. My squash, I don't know what these are supposed to look like. Like, I can't tell if this thing is growing or not. My actual pepper plant, since I took that pepper off, looks like it's gotten bigger. Doesn't it look bigger to you guys? Like, have to go back on my videos because me coming out here every day, I can't tell if this stuff is getting bigger or not. It looks like it's gotten taller since I plucked the pepper off, but I can't tell. This one looks like it's gotten bigger. Even this one, since I plucked that bell pepper off, looks like it's gotten bigger. I can't tell. I can't tell you guys. This one, I still haven't put my thing on it. I think I need to pick out a better stick because I think this stick is going to be too short for it. So I'm either going to use my handy dandy stick here or go out there and find another stick right quick to put this one on because this stick here is too short for this. This thing is already super tall and I need it to hold it up straight. So I'm going to have to get a stick for that. This one's doing really good. Don't know because these are cucumbers, so I haven't really did too much research on my cucumber ones, but they're looking good. I can't tell if this one's getting ate up by something or is that just the sun. This one looked like it's gotten bigger. I want to say there's some extra stuff on here, but like I said, I'm not very good at knowing what it looked like before, which is sad because I'm out here every day. But this one looked like it's getting a little taller. This one looked like it's not, doesn't have any flowering coming off unless these are going to turn into flowers. I don't know. I did a little pruning on it the other day. Just some leaves that looked like they were not going to make it. So I didn't want it to mess up the whole plant. Like this one, I might take these off if it says it's bad for them. But I haven't had to water it because it's actually been raining here. And so I haven't had to put any water on the plant. So, because I figured the rain water is the best. And then I've noticed, if you see, all of these little things are trying to grow up in here. I don't know if these are weeds from like that tree that's up above this, but I've been like plucking them out. We don't want anything to take over in here, right? I didn't plant seeds. I planted the actual flowers from the nursery, so these can't be like seeds budding. It has to be like the stuff falling from the tree and trying to grow in my bed. So I've been kind of like plucking them out. I don't know if I'm supposed to leave them in there or pluck them out and throw them on the ground. Y'all let me know. But I've been kind of like plucking them out so they can't be trying to make no home in here. I don't have time. So I'm gonna be a little weeder. And they're pretty long too. Like, look how long that little stem is. Like, they trying to get it in here. Whatever they are, they getting some roots quick and long. Like, they going long down in there. So let's go around and look at my one little pepper. So you see my pepper's gotten way bigger. As you guys can tell. I can't lift the back up, so I have to zoom in for you guys. See how big my pepper's gotten? It's big, you guys. Like, look at it. We'll have a full-grown pepper soon. Right, you guys, good morning. It is May the 3rd, and I am out here just checking on the garden. I come out here every morning, so just be ready. Like, you're gonna be prepared to be sick of me. No, just kidding. But seriously though, prepare to be sick of me, because I be out here every morning just checking on everything, just getting, you know, daily look at what everything is looking like, how big everything is getting, and that type of stuff. So there's our little tomato this morning that's gotten, I think it's gotten a little bit bigger. Like, I didn't realize stuff grew that fast, but they say it takes forever to mature, but I guess it's just growing every single day a little bit. So that's the tomato right there. The one next to it hasn't started producing any flowers as of yet that I see, but there look like there's some flowers about to produce right under there. So hopefully it'll have some tomatoes soon. I have a feeling that these are going to be all on top of each other, because this is the pepper bush, and I believe it has grown a lot since I took that pepper off. Like, I feel like it didn't have all of these leaves, but I have to go. That's why I do video every day, so I can see if they're growing, because to my eyes it doesn't look like anything's growing. I'd be second guessing myself. But when you have video and photo proof, then you know that it's growing. Squash. I don't know if that one's growing. I think it is. Squash. Pepper. Cherry tomatoes. Grape tomatoes. And they have some flowers getting ready to open. So hopefully soon we'll have some little grape tomatoes. That's a cucumber. I believe that's a squash, cucumber, a golden bell pepper, and a tomato aromas. They're about to get some flowers on it, I believe, right there. But nothing concrete yet. Nothing on this pepper. I need to read up on this pepper, because I feel like it's alive, but is it growing? That's what I feel like. It's not growing though. But like I said though, I come out here every day, so I could be mistaken. It could have grown a lot, okay? I don't know how bushy it gets, but yeah, I can tell this one has grown a lot. This one has grown a lot. That one still looks little, but they was really little when I put them in there. This was the smallest one, I believe, besides that one over there for the squash. So I'm gonna have to do some research on my squash plants just to see, you know, what they supposed to be looking like. And I think we're gonna have another tomato come out right there pretty soon. If you see it above it, you'll see some more buds coming up as well. So yep, that's the garden this morning, you guys. All right, you guys, this is about 6:30, and this is my first time checking on the garden. Today is May the 4th, Jalen's 16th birthday. So we just got through eating dinner, and so I came to check out on the garden. It's a gloomy day today, so it rained. So I haven't had to pretty much water this in a minute, because the rain has really been helping out with that, as you can see. And y'all, this plant I just didn't realize how fast a garden grows. Like, this didn't even look like this yesterday. It's crazy how plants grow overnight, like, and just be doing the most. Like, this pepper did not look like this big yesterday. Like, I'm just stupefied. Okay, I'm stupefied. And so this thing budded out, as you can see, on my grape tomato plant. So hopefully it got pollinated, and maybe we'll have a grape tomato growing soon. As far as these go, I see the flowers coming out, but they're not budding out yet. This pepper plant has grown, and this has grown because it wasn't over this the other day. And then of course this is doing really good. It has a lot more flowers. It's crazy how this stuff grows. And remember, this wasn't even this tall at the beginning. Like, I'm just really mystified. Like, overnight this stuff just be growing. It's crazy. And my tomato, so you guys, I'm gonna show a picture of what the tomato looked like yesterday. Look how big it is now. It wasn't even as big yesterday. Like, does this stuff normally grow this fast? Why am I'm just excited. I'm really excited because I'm like, oh my gosh, this stuff is growing. But yeah, it's growing super fast. So I'm super excited. That's for sure. But so that's what the little tomato looks like today. Super big. For real, for real. All my little plants are like huge now. Good morning, you guys. It's May the 7th, about 6:30, 7 o'clock-ish in the morning, and I'm out checking on the garden. So this is how big my tomato is getting. So it's definitely growing for sure. Super excited. There's another little flower open, so hopefully I'll get another tomato soon. But yeah, this is what the pepper plant is looking like. Don't see anything growing off of it since I plucked that first pepper. Same thing with this. I don't see anything. But actually, is that a bell pepper right there? Is those gonna be bell peppers? These might be bell peppers. Oh wow. See them? I don't know if y'all can see. Those two right there. Those might be bell peppers, y'all. I need to look and see what they look like. I don't even know what they supposed to look like. That's so sad. But I think those two might be bell peppers coming in. Oh yes, I believe so. 2 bell peppers that I see right there, you guys. This one doesn't have any more. That looks like it might be a bell pepper coming on right there. You see it? Yep. I think that one's one. And then this one is getting really, really big, as you guys can see. Super excited. This one looks like it's grown overnight. Like, for sure. As well as this one. So that's exciting. We got another new leaf coming in. Dang, mosquitoes, y'all out here terrorizing me. Cucumber plant is growing up huge. I think when I first got it, it was like, oh sorry, I still got to zoom in, sorry. It was like down here, so this is definitely growing as well. All of these little flowers are open on my grape tomato plant, so hopefully we'll have some little grape tomatoes coming out soon. Super excited for that. I finally zip tied it up so it'll hold up to whatever. This one has nothing on it yet. I don't know how long it takes for it to get a pepper, but I don't see anything. And then this one is my tomato Roma, and it has a couple little flowers coming in, so hopefully it'll start producing some fruit soon. But yeah, this is what the garden is looking like this morning, you guys. So promising for sure. But yeah, I'm super excited to see, you know, what happens. So I did pick off like the flowers that are turning yellow, especially on that one, and it's growed up pretty much a lot. This one I might pluck off. I don't know what's wrong with it, and it's not the main stem, so I might pluck this one off, and this one as well. And then this one has 2 yellow ones at the bottom that I might pluck off later on, maybe tomorrow. I'm getting ready for my pop-up shop, so I don't have time to fool with it today. I didn't check on it yesterday either, because yesterday was a long day as well. So this is what it's looking like this morning. So I think it's not gonna be too hot today. It's only high is only like 73, so I shouldn't have to water it. You know, it's got plenty of water. I do still want to go get some fertilizer, so I may run out and get some fertilizer tomorrow if that nursery is open. I don't know if it's open on Sundays. I have to look it up. The nursery where I got the plants from. So yeah, but this is what the garden's looking like. First tomatoes coming in. super excited for the rest of them to start coming in and for it to start getting real bushy and crowded in here. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Good morning, you guys. Can't remember what day it is. I know it's Monday, but I don't know what the date is. Thinking it's the 16th, something like that. Anyway, I'm out here this morning in the garden, and I'm snipping leaves that look in disease, baby, because these are looking like something's getting to them. Especially this one over here. Like, I don't know what that is, but I feel like it's something that shouldn't be looking like that. I'm snipping them bad boys off. Don't think they're supposed to look like that. Don't know why they're getting like that. And this one too. So I'm just trying to save them, and hopefully that'll keep them from getting whatever all over. There's some stuff on the leaves, like some black stuff. I don't know if something's eating them or what. But I'm getting a bunch of squash, it looks like, about to come up on this squash plant. I don't know what the cucumber plant's supposed to look like. I still forgot to look it up. But this one over here is getting really big. And then these little tentacles on the cucumber, like, just keep stretching out. I hope it's not trying to get this plant, because if so, then I need to find something to retrain it. To, like, find you somewhere else to hang off of. Or get another stick for it to hang off of. I think that's what it's looking for, something to tentacle up on. So I'm gonna have to figure out something real quick for that before it be trying to lash out at my other plants, because that's not what we're trying to do. My grape tomato, let's see if you guys can see it. It's growing in nicely. This one right here, y'all see right there. It's gotten bigger, but the other ones haven't started making a tomato yet, so hopefully they will. My tomato Roma hasn't done anything. It's flowering, but I don't see any tomatoes coming off of it. I think my red bell pepper, Red Bull peppers, I think this one's gonna have a whole bunch on there. If those little seedlings are peppers like I think they are, it will. See how it's going over? I think they're turning into peppers. So hopefully that's right. This one looks like it has a squash growing on it. Y'all see it? Has something growing on it. This bell pepper, I don't know if it's done growing or what. I feel like the growth is stunted because it was little, but oh well. This banana pepper plant has a bunch of little seedlings. So hopefully they'll start to produce. This one over here, starting to get some squash stuff on it. I'm just gonna pinch off of this leaf right there. It's looking crazy. See, this one has like a spider in it. So I just don't know if it's like spiders and stuff are getting on it, because the spiders will be rampant around here. They love it. See this one right there? They just love to be hanging all over my net, making a nest and shit. So far I only see one tomato on this one. I haven't seen another tomato start to produce or anything. I was hoping this one right here next to it would turn into a tomato, but I don't know. But it says it's a long time to mature a tomato. So, and then this one has no tomatoes on it yet, like at all. So, but it has a lot of flowering. So hopefully we'll have a tomato come up soon. But that's what I just do. I just come out here and check in anything that's looking crazy or diseased. I'm over here plucking it off, baby. Plucking it off, because we don't have time to be having something mess up my plants. Now, if it's right, I don't know. If it's wrong, I don't know. See, because it's turning colors. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. It's like every time I come out here, the leaf is a different color. I don't know if it's the sun. Then they said I might be watering it too much. So, but it gets hot out here. It's like in direct sun. It's like hot. And this one right here, I don't know what it's doing. Like, I don't know if this is ever going to have a pepper on it or not, child. I don't see anything anywhere doing anything. I'm about to look this one up. It says full sun, but I don't know why I don't have anything on there yet. So whatever. But that's what the garden is looking like this morning, you guys. got some things going on. Alright guys, it's Thursday, May 19th, and I just want to show you guys my cabbage. I haven't given y'all an update on my cabbage. I completely forgot about it because it was in the house in the corner, so I put it outside so you can get some of this good air. So this is what my cabbage looks like. It's gotten really, really big, so hopefully something doesn't come in here and start eating away at it. And then my herbs are growing. I can't remember if I put parsley or mint in here. I think this is the parsley. The mint ain't doing nothing. Oh, wait. It might be getting something. There's something right there. But there's nothing in none of these, child. I don't know. But these all have something in them now. Growing at different lengths. I kind of watered them from the bottom. So, yeah. So, hopefully my mint will grow. All right, you guys. Don't be like me and be about to kill your plants. But anything. I kind of pruned some of these leaves off that are like getting bunched up against the net because they're too long. Doesn't matter, there's no flowers on them, so I just cut them off. And anything that's looking yellow or not looking healthy, I pretty much chopped. I think I chopped one off of here. It'll grow a new leaf. This one I might chop off this one, and this one they're looking kind of diseased. But I'll wait on those. I chopped the bottoms of this one off because they was turning yellow, and they're really green at the top. And then on this one, on that one, I chopped the leaves off that were yellow, so hopefully it will recover. I don't know if it's getting diseased. It looked kind of like it is because of that, but I don't know for sure. And then you see this one has like little marks. I don't know if that's burn marks or what from the sun, but yeah, I haven't had any more tomatoes grow on it yet, and I probably need to get a taller stick and kind of zip tie this right here. I think I'm gonna zip tie it right there. I have one zip tie out here to kind of hold this up straight so it's not leaning. And then this one right here, like I said, I need to maybe zip tie it to it, but it doesn't want to let go of my net over there, so I think I'm just gonna leave it be for now. This one has pretty much got itself grounded, but this one definitely needs a taller stick. It was small when I put it on this stick, so I didn't know if it need one that tall. So I might have to like put another stick back here and kind of take this loose and get it to tangle itself around something else. But we'll see if we can get it to do that. But that is the update on the garden, you guys. Like I said, it's May the 19th. So the garden has been up since April 22nd or so. So almost a month the garden has been out here flourishing. Nothing has died. I have not killed anything. Give me some props down in the comment section. Your girl didn't kill them. They not dead. They some like thriving. I don't know if they're supposed to be thriving more than this after a month, but you know. Hey, I got one tomato, okay? And I got some more stuff coming. So hopefully a month from now we'll have lots of fruits on here. So we shall see. You guys, welcome to another update of my garden. I am so excited to show you guys the garden today. It is May 21st, early in the morning. It's probably between 8 and 10. I don't know about what time it is from the sun. I don't think it's 9 yet, but I could be wrong. Kind of keeping track. So basically today is had the most growth I've ever had out of my garden. I'm super excited to show you guys the update because the last time I showed you guys, I think I did a little bit of pruning of some leaves, and then I did some watering because I hadn't watered in a couple of days. And I think I'm gonna water today because it's gonna be over 90 today and tomorrow, and then next week it's gonna rain. So I feel like if I water today really good, I won't have to water any next week because the rain will take care of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys all the growth that I've had in the basically since the last time I showed you, which is like what, a couple of days, which is so crazy. I still be amazed about how fast stuff grows in the garden, especially overnight. And when I've watched a couple of those like compilation videos, whatever, the videos where they put all the little videos together of a plant growing, and I never realized a plant grow like overnight like that. Like, it's super crazy what God can do. Let me just tell you something, y'all. He be doing a damn thing. But anyway, let me show you guys. All right, so the first plant is my tomato Roma plant. As you can see, I have nothing on it yet, but it is doing a lot of budding, a lot of flowering. So I'm hoping by the end of next week there may be some fruits on here. Super excited. My cucumber plant actually has cucumbers on it, you guys. I probably need to go get my phone because my camera just cannot do it justice like I want it to. Oh wait, maybe it will. But do you guys see the cucumbers that are coming in? There's 1, 2, I don't know, about 4 or 5 cucumbers. So I'm super, super excited about that. I hope you guys can see. Yes, you guys can see perfect. There's one there. There's one like right over here. I'm super excited. This is a squash. It has some squash coming in as well, as you guys can see. I'm so, so excited. This little squash plant is starting to fruit after I cut those leaves off. So I think those leaves were really hindering it. So I'm glad I went ahead and cut them off and kind of stuck to my instincts. This is the other cucumber plant that has unfortunately made root on the actual net because the stick wasn't big enough. Like this one made on the stick, but this one didn't. And so I'm trying to find another stick and try to get this one to do what I need it to do. But it's okay so far. I don't know if this is burning or if something's eating it right here. So I have to keep an eye on that. And then the most exciting is my grape tomato plant. The last time I showed you, I literally had this one grape tomato on there. Don't know if you guys can see it. This one grape tomato on there. Now look, you guys, I literally have 1, 2, 3, 4 more grape tomatoes. And I'm hoping that the ones over here will turn into a grape tomato. But these have started to bud. I hope these turn to a grape tomato soon over here. So I have a cluster here and I'll have a cluster over here, which is so freaking exciting as well. And I may be getting a cluster like over here, and I might have to get another stick to kind of like hold this side up. My pepper plant, the one that I cut that baby pepper off of, it is flourishing really well. As you can see, it has a lot of flowering going on. Oh my God, so I'm scared the crap out of me. I hope it was a squirrel. It has a lot of flowering going on, as you guys can see. I don't want to like disturb it or anything, but there's literally like 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers, and those should turn into peppers once they get pollinated. So I'm super, super excited about that. And then this one over here, of course, it's not growing as much because I left the pepper on there. I'm kind of torn between whether I should let it turn red because it's supposed to turn red. So I think I'm just going to let it see what it do. I may be stunning its growth because of that, but I'm okay with that because this one is pretty much flourishing. So I'm happy about that. Another squash right here, which is doing really, really well. Super excited about that one. And then this one right here is one that you've seen the first squash start to develop. So it flowered and it looked like it got pollinated, and it looks like it's producing a squash. I think these flowers have to open up and get pollinated, and then it will turn into a squash. It hasn't done that yet, but I think this one has done that little one there. And then over here, this is the tomato bella, second tomato bella plant, and it never had any fruit or anything on it as of yet. But look, I'm getting my first tomato on it right there, as you guys can see, my first little tomato, and hopefully all of these will turn into tomatoes really, really soon. I'm super excited about that. And then over here is the banana pepper plant. So these flowers haven't opened up yet, but hopefully they will open up soon, and they'll look just like those, but it'll be a banana pepper versus a bell pepper, but they still kind of flower the same exact way as what I'm seeing. And then my tomato has gotten huge over here. I can't wait till it turns red so I can pick it. I don't do green tomatoes or fried green tomatoes, so you won't see me eating any of that, but I'm super, super excited about that. And then this is my last squash, and it's also getting some flowers on there and trying to produce some squash. So I'm super excited. My garden is pretty much flourishing and is looking very, very good. And so I'm so excited with all the progress. And thank you guys for all y'all comments and everything about my garden, because, you know, this is my first garden. I'm a little, you know, sensitive about my shit. So I appreciate all you guys giving me words of encouragement about my garden, because I am actually loving this. I love coming out here and just being at peace in it. I can't wait till I have an actual real big garden. And I'm thinking I'm gonna put my big garden that I want to create like right here in this area, because it gets full sun when it needs to, and it gets shade when it needs to, and it'll be the perfect spot for me to create it. I think even though it rolls downhill a little bit, we can level that all out and just have it. Or I might put it right there. This is a little bit more level, it doesn't really matter. So I have this whole area that I could work with if I want to. So I'm super, super excited, you guys, for all the progress of my garden. So I will keep you guys updated. It's only May 21st, so it'll probably be another little update after this. I think I'm just gonna do my garden update maybe like once a month, but if you want to see it before then, of course, watch my vlogs, watch my Instagram, because I'll put on my Instagram too, and you guys will be able to see. So I'll check in with you guys later. Good morning, you guys. It's currently May 22nd and it's about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I told you guys I can see my garden from my bathroom window. Yes, I'm obsessed. But anyway, look, my little squash flowers opened up, which means they're trying to get pollinated, so that hopefully means we'll have a squash growing soon. So they did bloom overnight. I told you guys it's just something about the nighttime and waking up the next morning, and they just be doing the thing, you know what I'm saying? So that's what those look like. You can see my cucumber plant over here has attached itself to another section of the netting to hold itself up, which is okay with me. But I've noticed these little, these little bugs on it. I don't know if it's eating it or not, but I'm gonna like kind of get them off of there, and hopefully they're not sitting there eating it. I don't know. My little grape tomatoes are getting bigger, so that's the first one. And then I have more. So there's one, so that one's bloomed right here, and this little one's bloomed right there. Because the other day it was only 4, so now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Super excited. So there's 8 of them, and hopefully these last 3 or 4 on the end will start fruiting soon, and hopefully these up here will start fruiting soon. Like I said, I haven't seen one on this one yet, but that doesn't mean that they're not coming. I've seen nothing on this plant at all, so I don't know what this one is doing. It might be a late bloomer. And then this one has cucumbers, as you can see, cucumbers on it. And then my little peppers here. The flowers aren't blooming quite yet, but this one's bloomed up, so hopefully soon it will be some peppers on these. Soon, I hope. And then this one, remember, had its first tomato. It doesn't look to have grown too much from yesterday, and neither has this one, so it's really pretty hard. So it's definitely not ripe yet. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what the garden was looking like with the flower bloom ready to be pollinated to make a squash. Yes, let's do it. Come on, squashies. Just trying to see if one came down over there. Nope. So nothing on this one but that one little one. But this one only has one as well, so even though it has a lot of flowers, I did buy some like fertilizer for it, some tomato fertilizer from Walmart yesterday when I was in there, so I might put some down and maybe that'll help it. But I don't think it's for like, I think it's for like root rot and stuff, but I don't think it's like help it produce, so I don't know. But I haven't seen another tomato on this one. I'm kind of disappointed. I think it should at least have a couple of tomatoes on there, but I could just be, you know, being impatient, because that I am. But yeah, that's what the garden is looking like this morning. Super excited about my squash, getting ready to pollinate and create another little squash. Super excited. Yeah, so it's May 24th. You may wonder why I have this stick here, and if you been listening, you know that my bed had started leaning this way because the legs are not strong enough to support the weight, so it was leaning forward, and I know if I come out one day it's going to actually be on the ground. So I just brought this stick from out of my shed just now, and I'm kind of have it wedged in the dirt to hold it in its proper place. So of course this will probably be the only time I use this bed until I change out the legs. So I'm going to have to figure out how to, I won't deconstruct it all the way, but I'm going to have to figure out once I, get everything out of it this season to redo the legs. I probably need legs that are just as thick as this board right here to be able to hold and support the weight. So with me pushing on it and wedging this into the dirt, that's going to work great. Unfortunately, now I won't be able to mow over here in this side, so the grass will probably grow up high. But for now, this should support the weight. It's actually pretty straight. If you would have seen it before, it was literally like leaning like sideways like that, and now that I have supported it, it's not leaning as much. And so I'm definitely going to have to rethink my design. Just the leg portion, everything else is absolutely perfect. I have no problem like with the netting under here bunching or bulging out or anything. It's just my legs were not smart because I just didn't anticipate how much weight would have to be in the bed, because this is 7 40-pound bags of dirt, so that is a lot of weight. And even though I have 6 legs, it's still not enough because the legs are just not meant to hold that much weight. Probably per leg is probably only holds probably like 100 pounds, maybe even that much, maybe even less than that. So I propped this up for you guys to know. I have to figure out why my squash are dying. So my little squash plant that was supposed to be a squash, I came out today and it had fell off the plant. So clearly I'm doing something wrong. So I'm going to figure that out. My tomato over here is doing good. That little tomato has come in. I finally have a tomato on my tomato Roma plant over there, if you guys can see. And then I still have the same little 8 plants here. My little bell pepper plant is actually having some bell peppers coming in on both of them. So I'm super excited about that. But something's going on with my squash plant, so I'm going to have to figure out why they're coming up and then they're falling off. They're either not getting pollinated or they need some kind of nutrients that I haven't given them. So I'm going to do some research on there. So I may or may not have squash this season. But everything else is doing good. And besides that one bell pepper over here, I don't know what it's doing either. It's not doing nothing. So I don't know what's going on with that one. But yeah, so that's the update on the garden today. And it's a rainy day, so I'm out here with my umbrella. I come out, check on my garden. Rain, sleet, or snow, y'all. Rain, sleet, or snow. Okay. Good morning, you guys. It's Saturday, May the 28th. And this is going to be the last update for May for the garden. Oh my gosh, y'all, that deer scared the mess out of me. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so this is what my cabbage plant is looking like. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's flourishing so good. And nothing's eating it, so that's a plus. But yeah, it's doing really good. Can't wait to see how big it gets. And then I don't think I've mentioned to you guys, I did on Instagram, because like I said, if you want updates on what's going on with the garden, Instagram is the first place you're going to see it. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. But I got some herbs. So I bought some mint. So that's my mint. I bought some parsley, cilantro, some parsley, some basil, some lavender, and some rosemary from that nursery where I got my vegetables from. So they're doing really good. And then these are the parsleys that I planted from seed that are making it. My mint plants did not make it, so I'm just gonna have to find something else to plant in them, figure out what else I want to plant, because that didn't work out for me. But this is Italian parsley, so as you can see, it's doing really good. It's getting some little seedlings going here. So I bought some because I want to be able to use it throughout the whole summer. So I bought some that were already, you know, flourishing and doing their thing. And then I bought these. So I might buy some more basil to put in those. So yeah, and the rosemary. Anyway, let's go out to the garden. Let's go out to the garden, you guys. I mowed the lawn the other day, but it doesn't even look like I did it. Because it rained all week. So it's looking a mess. So if you guys know, in my last clip, I did tell you guys I had to put this stick because my garden bed was leaning. And so I'll just have to perfect my design. Also finding out now that this tree here is growing. I did not cut the branch. As you can see, my bed is not getting full sunlight anymore. So I hope that's not an issue, because the sun is pretty much where it's supposed to be for it to get full sunlight. So I'm going to have to figure out how to cut some of these branches down, like this one and that one and maybe those. So I don't know what I'm going to do, because because I don't want it to fall on the shed or the thing. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. But let me raise up the bed and give you guys what it's looking like now. Starting on the right side, this pepper plant is still doing nothing, and I haven't researched why, so I'm just gonna have to go and figure out why. So hopefully in the next update I can tell you what's wrong with it, or if that's what it's supposed to do. I have no clue. My tomato Roma plant is finally getting tomatoes. So as you can see, there's one tomato there, and then this one's becoming a tomato now. So hopefully these other two over here will flower. And so far, those are the only tomatoes that I see. And hopefully maybe some of these will turn into tomatoes. I don't know. We'd have 2 tomato plants on there. As you can see, my cucumber has gotten so big on this one. That one's doing good. This one over here is still pretty little. And I don't know if it didn't get flowered, is what I'm thinking. That maybe. I'm hoping this one got flowered, but it could not. I can't really tell. You can't tell until they fall off and die. So, unfortunately. I did find out what was going on with my squash plants, you guys. So, basically, these are not squash. These are the male flowers that are supposed to pollinate the female flower, which is the one that had the little squash on it that fell off. And so the one that fell off didn't get pollinated. That's why it died. And this one basically has all male flowers. So they're going to fall off because there's no female flowers to bud. And it's going to do that for a while. And then they said later on it should be fruitful. And so if you see here, something is eating my cucumber leaves. So I am going to have to pretty much prune these off or whatever. And then it says something about they can get mold on them, so I don't know. And then this one right here is not looking too good either. So yeah, this is the grape tomato plant. As you can see, all the tomatoes on here are looking good. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 right there. And then a new one is growing right here, if you guys can see. I don't know what's going on my phone today. There we go. A new one is growing right there. So hopefully these other ones here will blossom soon. But right now we have 8. And then this will be a number 9. So yeah. As far as this pepper plant, you know, this is the one that I picked off of that little plant. And so now it has a bell pepper growing right there. So one of them did get pollinated. So it is a pepper now, as you can see. And I think so far that's the only one, but the rest of them have not completely flowered. I finally cut the pepper off of this one, so hopefully it'll start to grow and it will flower soon. On this one, my little banana pepper, as you can see, I'm getting a little banana pepper right there that's about to grow. Super excited about that. So that one has one, and then there's flowers opening up, as you can see. So hopefully that one will get some soon. And then, like I said, all of my squash plants just basically have male flowers on them, so you're not going to see any squash. My tomato Bella Rosa, the second one, has gotten its first tomato, and as you can see from the last clip, it's gotten huge, but there is no other tomatoes growing. I don't understand why the other tomatoes are growing, but I don't know. If it's supposed to have other tomatoes, we have to do some research. But this one looks the same. I can't tell if it's getting bigger or not. So yeah. So that's pretty much the update on the garden. I'll give you guys a full view of it. Sorry for my phone. I don't know why it's acting stupid today. But anyway, this is what it's looking like. So as you can see, everything is pretty much growing and getting taller. Definitely much taller than it was when I first had the garden. So everything seems to be growing pretty good. So that is the update, and for the last update for the month of May. So this is what the garden's looking like. So like I said, if you want to know more updates or whatever, make sure you follow me on Instagram. You will see it there first. All right. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. As you can see, I had a lot of things going on in the month of May. Very, very exciting. Lots of fruit growing. Vegetables growing and fruiting of my plants and stuff. And also they have been growing like crazy. So I'm so excited about that. So if you guys enjoyed this video, once again, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.